So hey guys, what's up? This is Ezekiel with the next episode of our Battle Cats Evolution series. In the last video, we talked about the Bondage Cat, and today, by popular demand, we're gonna be taking a look at the Mr. Cat. So, I was actually kind of dreading the day that we'd have to make this video. I wasn't expecting it to be so soon, but because so many people actually wanted me to talk about this particular cat, if it even is a cat, it's a freaking stickman with a gun. But, I don't know, I was expecting to do this particular video a little bit later in time, but it's okay. I guess I can just talk about it right now because I do have quite a bit to say for this particular Mr. dude. Anyways, let's start things off by reading the Majestic Description. Mr. is here from the popular Mr. series, which I'm pretty sure the company that actually made this game is also the same company that made the Mr. series. I'm pretty certain. If I'm wrong, then obviously I'm gonna put like a annotation that tells me so. Anyways, the series has trained his legs for speed. Speed is key, and he can shoot down all the enemies. Area. Did that actually rhyme? Enemies, speed? Oh, not really. Okay. For a second, I thought that they were actually trying to be poetic with this particular cat. But anyways, aside from me spending way too much time in the description, we're like, it's already 1 minute and 30 seconds in. We haven't even gone to the freaking story battle, so let's actually do that right now. And sorry, I was actually doing a couple of the future missions because I'm trying to get to the final. I'm trying to get the final form of the Bahuma Cat because I realized that I can't actually do a lot of I can't get the rest of the true forms for the Crazed Cats unless I actually have the true Bahuma Cat. But anyways, let's start things off now with the gameplay. So look at this. This guy runs so fast, it doesn't even give me a second to really think of what I want to say next in terms of him. But a lot of people say that this cat actually kind of sucks, though it is quite entertaining to use in certain battles because it runs really fast, it has area damage, and let's face it, it's shooting enemies with a freaking machine gun, or what kind of gun is that actually specifically? It looks like it's supposed to be some kind of an AK-47, not too sure. I'm not really good with guns, I don't play like, Call of Duty or any games like that to really know. But just think of the concept. You literally have a tiny stickman that's literally, let's say, 1/4 of the size of these kangaroos, and then the kangaroos are just like, oh, we can easily punch these guys. Not really, because they're actually just punching nothing because they're way too short. And then all of a sudden, the stickmen are just like with their like freaking machine guns, and the kangaroos are just like, oh my god, my skin! The bullets are flying into my body, and then they just like die instantly. Well, except for when a black bear comes, of course. Black bears can take them down pretty easily. But yeah, just the whole idea here is it's kind of funny because, most cats, unless there's like Ubers or like rare cats from other collaborations, most cats generally don't use such dangerous weapons to actually kill the enemies. I feel like it's sort of cheating because I don't think there's any enemy in game, at least for like the regular game. I'm not talking about like, again, events or collaboration or anything like that. I don't think there's any regular enemy in game that actually cheats like this and uses external weapons that isn't actually part of themselves. See, the redhead dude uses his teeth to attack the even smaller stickmen use their hands, the butterflies use like their body, they use what they got. This guy's just like, screw it, get the machine gun, shoot them down. But, it's, again, an entertainment sort of thing. So he's fast, has area attack damage, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage, sadly. Also doesn't have the stamina, which is AKHP, because someone actually asked in the last video. And just to clarify, stamina is the same thing as health points. So, doesn't have a whole lot of stamina, little attack, and, just doesn't have that much range either. You'd think that, since he's shooting a gun, he can shoot them from, like, a really far distance, but turns out that he can't. But, yeah, that's pretty much all that I got for the first version. Don't worry, I have plenty more to say for the rest of the evolutions of this particular cat, don't you worry. Because I know that it's weird because for some of the other videos that I've done in the past, like the Bondage Cat, the Cat in the Box, all them other cats, sometimes I'll say a lot of stuff for the first form, or I won't, and then other times I'll say almost like nothing, so I'm trying to, I still haven't found the balance between how much I can say for one particular form, if you know what I'm saying, so I do apologize if I feel, if it's either like I'm rambling too much, or I'm not saying enough about an outfit. I want to try to keep things equal. But anyways, what am I doing here? Yeah, upgrade this dude, upgrade him. So the next form is literally called Super Mr. So his first version was Mr. Now he's called Super Mr. Now he's in a little bit of a different stance right here. So the description for this now says, Mr. is here from the popular Mr. series. Same first phrase. The series has trained his legs for speed, and now he possesses, or now he has a bazooka. Bam! area attack damage again. So literally from a gun to a bazooka. So if you thought the machine gun was, you know, pretty cruel and horrible, shooting down these, you know, quote-unquote poor animals that are attacking us because we're cats, and they're not cats, well, unless you're doing like the crazed stages where you are fighting cats, so you're technically fighting your own kind. Woo! But, yeah, you have all these, like, enemies that are, like, already afraid of the weapons that the Mr. Cat had, and now he has a freaking bazooka. Can you imagine, like, you're literally charging the battle, and then this guy's just like, kaboom, and then just, like, explosion where, like, their limbs are flying everywhere. Look at that. The squirrel couldn't even take the hit. It's quite scary. And can you, like, stop moving so fast? I literally can't, I can't swipe the screen fast enough to even see. But, the animation's a little bit, lacking, I guess. Like, I was expecting a massive kind of, like, explosion so big that it would cover, like, half the screen, but no, but just sort of like a tiny explosion, but still pretty cool. He runs just as fast as before, has a little bit more attack, and just barely a little, you know, enough stamina to make it look like he's slightly more tankier. But honestly, it's not that noticeable because again, he's not meant to really take hits too well. You can't even put spam cats in front of this guy, which is another thing that's kind of annoying because since his range is so small, he's practically like meleeing these guys to death. So if you try to put wall cats or something in front of them, sure, it might help a little bit, but he's still in the line of fire. So if you're fighting like an enemy that has area attack damage, then this guy sadly is going to get hit as well. Still pretty cool though. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to promote violence or anything, even though well, the other cats are sort of violent in their own ways, but this is like really violent. Like, do not bring bazookas and attack other enemies with them. That's just like flat out cheating. If these guys had their own guns though, then yes, it would be sort of fair, but in this case, not really. But, yeah, you can tell that I definitely have mixed feelings for this cat. Again, just to put it out there, I do like this cat for entertainment reasons, but I don't like him because stat-wise, logic-wise, there's a lot of things like that why I don't like him. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got for the second form, but it's the final form, or I can probably say the most, because honestly, the final form is quite different versus the first two forms, the Mr. and the Super Mr. So if I can, you know, hurry this up, I should really consider cutting these things out, but you know, people seem to like when I go back and forth between the two things, just sort of adds a bit of a flow to the video, if you know what I'm saying. Anyways, the final form of Mr. is Hyper Mr. So this is where it gets good, to be totally honest. You go from a gun to a bazooka to a freaking, is that like a gun that shoots out a punching glove thingy? Like, I've only seen those in like cartoons or something, but seeing it in an actual game, it's pretty good. I've actually, to be totally honest, I've seen this in other video games too, but I'm not going to mention which games. Regardless, Mr. from the world famous Mr. games. Ooh, so they sort of, I almost said spliced it up. They actually spiced it up a little bit here to make it a little bit different. He surges towards enemies, beating them down with a homemade boxing glove gun. Well, at least he's you know, turns out Mr. is actually sort of a craftsman kind of guy. Yeah, I actually completely butchered that. Forget I even said that. But yeah, he pretty much has his own slightly modified bazooka. So instead of firing like, you know, a bunch of giant bullet or an explosion, it's a little bit more friendly and it's just a punching glove. So at least he's not, you know, he's not shooting things to death. He's more or less punching them using some sort of an automated device to actually do it for him. Because obviously, if you imagine the Mr. Dude without the weapons and he's trying to punch the enemy to death, I don't think it's going to be quite successful, considering that it looks like he doesn't have that much line. Whoa! Holy! Okay, so the Hyper Mr. Cat actually runs really fast compared to the first two forms. Like, not really twice as fast, but considerably faster. I don't think it's as fast as the Crazed Giraffe, though. It is definitely faster than the regular Giraffe Cat, though. So it is quite noticeable when you start using this guy, and that's one of the things why I actually enjoy using this particular cat, just because he runs so freaking fast. Because I always thought that the Crazed Giraffe Cat was the only, you know, speed demon of the cat world, or the Battle Cats world, but it turns out that this guy could run just as fast. I never even knew until I actually got the Hyper Mr. myself. But anyways, I must say, he definitely looks a little bit more intimidating, because you can see that the entire, like, punching glove sort of mechanism right there is quite big compared to his body, because the first two weapons, like, you know, it looked like it made sense that he could actually carry them, but this one looks like it's a little bit heavier, more advanced for his liking. But anyways, he still has the same stats, so a lot more speed, same health, same attack, and just, you know, the same boldness, let's say, to just punch these things to freaking death. So, you know, it's it's a pretty cool cat all around, I must say. But anyways, I'm pretty sure that, you know, you guys get the idea. I don't need to show, like, the 50, you know, minutes of this guy just, like, punching these things to death. So we will leave this battle, and that's pretty much all I can say for this cat. So, final conclusion. So if I were to be totally honest, I do not recommend using this cat in your, you know, your full cat arsenal if you're late in the game. If you're early in the game in like the first couple of chapters, then sure, the Mr. Cat will do you just fine to, you know, clearing out small little hordes, or just if you need to attack the base really quickly, then this cat can actually help you immensely. But once you get cats like the Crazed Giraffe Cat, or even the true form of your current, you know, Giraffe Cat to the Lion Cat, then it basically becomes useless. Though I do find it to be quite useful if you're trying to go to particular chapters to get the treasures in it. So for example, if you know that there's a particular chapter in the game that you've completed but you haven't received, or you haven't obtained all of the treasures within the little levels, then this cat, along with the Crazed Giraffe Cat and the regular Giraffe Cat, if you use all three of them together, you can actually make it really, really easy to collect those treasures. Because obviously, if you never knew, then beating a level with a certain speed does affect, or does influence, the chance of you getting the best treasure out of that particular level. So yeah, I'd say the cat's actually pretty good if you're just focusing on, you know, using it for that particular purpose. But if you want to use it for like complicated teams and for really difficult bosses, then don't even bother with this cat. It's just not worth your time. If you do want to use a cat like this for late game, just to use the Crazed Giraffe Cat, or even the Maniac Crazed Giraffe Cat, because, you know, those are just way better options. But still, it's always really funny to just watch him use this punching thing, you know? Anyways, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, then hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more Battle Cats Evolutions videos in the future. Also, just wanted to give you all a quick, massive thanks for your continued support, because, let's face it, I don't think I would have been able to get this far in the series, because we're already in episode 10, believe it or not. So we've pretty much reviewed 10 cats of, like, what, the 300 in game, which, when I put it like that, doesn't sound like a whole lot, but it's really surprising that we've reached 10 episodes already. So, you know, it's all thanks to you guys. So thanks so much for your continued support, and hopefully you'll stick around till we get to, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and all the way up to 100 cats in the game. I don't even think there's 100 cats right. Actually, is there? I just said there's 300. Yeah, I'm contradicting myself. Anyways, that's pretty much going to be for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Woo!